Hello and welcome back to Pleasant Grove Sports Network. I'm Boston Harding, here joined by,
Gabe Stringham.
and we are here for today's coverage of the Pleasant Grove Vikings going against the Orem Tigers here for our region game. Vikings go into this game 3-4, 3-1 in region, while the Tigers go in being 4-2, 4-0 in region, as the Tigers having a major advantage on the ranked side and the overall, as the Tigers come in ranked 10th in the state, while the Vikings at 43rd. As what are your thoughts going to be on this game, Gabe?
I think that it could prove to be a very entertaining game, but it would definitely have to be the Vikings would definitely have to put up a great fight, and so we would have to, or the Vikings would have to work on their communication. I mean, like normally, how everybody does, and I think we just need to watch the passes.
I agree with that. The Vikings have really tried to make a staple of their run game. Hasn't been very successful, but the last 3 games have been sort of a breakout for the Vikings on a 2-win streak currently, and barely squeaking out last game, or sorry, 2 games ago, and then having a good game against Wasatch last week. And as I don't exactly remember what they were, give me 1 second to look that up. As Vikings take the 21-20 win against Wasatch, squeaking that one out, and then doing a good game at homecoming against Spanish Fork, taking that one 42-28, and then looking here today against Orem. And then next week, we will have Timpview on a Thursday, I believe, as there's also a volleyball game that day. And then the week after that is also a weird game. That one's on a Wednesday, because that is the day before fall break. As now the coin flip has been going, as we were talking about that. Could not see who won that, as we will see it in just one moment. As the Vikings win the coin toss there, but decide to defer, and Orem will take the first reception, as we will go to the tunnel at the left, looking at this Viking run out, having honestly a great turnout with all the players, as we will see you at kickoff. With the kickoff for the Vikings, number 38, TJ Ashby, the junior, as in the back for the Orem Tigers receiving, we have number 1, Izia Galia. I definitely butchered that last name, and I apologize. I can't see who is on the right side. Kick is up, going back to the left in the backfield for a touchback. The Tigers will start at the 25. Or, sorry, the 20, not the 25. As the Pleasant Grove defense comes onto the field now, as Vikings really need to show out here, pulling off, hopefully going to pull off a good upset here against the Orem Tigers, as they did beat the Lone Peak Knights, which honestly I was very surprised by that, squeaking it out. Looking back, deep throw, wide open man on the right, drops out of his hands. Taden Evan Kawa unable to make that pass to number 18, Max Stonebreaker.
That looks to be caught and received right at the 40-yard line by number 13, Kyle Akana.
Now 2nd and about 7. Ball lies on the, looking to be the 43, as Max Stonebreaker, bad snap down below to the midfield, unable to be completed at the 51 from number 5, Kay Wesley. Now 3rd and 6.
The Tigers are looking to really work that pass game, and I think it's going to work.
As they have shown out in the first couple of snaps that they have open guys on the right side. Max looking out to the left, takes it himself, goes out, and trapped by a couple of Vikings just short of the first down. Looks to be about 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. Will be about 4th and 2. As it looks like the Tigers will go for the 4th down conversion, as Taden Evan in the backfield calls for the snap, goes for the run up the middle, and they break through for a Tigers 1st down, as he picks up more than just a couple. Looks to get about 4 or 5 on the play there, brings the ball to the opposite 41, or sorry, the 46.
The Tigers look like they have been excited to try to pass, and they've been successful, but right now I think they're working their run game, and they're working it pretty well.
Taden calls a snap, fake handoff, looks to the right, open man, drops the ball. Another dropped pass from Keu Akana. Now 2nd and 10 for the Tigers, as they have looked pretty promising on their passing game, except for the receivers dropping, I believe that was the third dropped ball of the game already, just about 3 minutes, or about 2 minutes 15 into the game. Already multiple as Vikings go for a rush outside, a run, handoff to number 18, Max Stonebreaker, as he will pick up a good amount of yards on that one.
Yeah, when you can't pass, I mean, you got to move the ball somehow, so at least they're making it work.
That will make it 3rd and 6. Tatum calls the snap, trips left, singles on the right, looks to the right as well. He's open downfield. That one is completed, stays on his feet, and tumbles into the end zone for a touchdown for the Tigers.
That was received by Cal Akana, sorry, for a touchdown for the Tigers.
Tigers take the 6-0 lead early into the first quarter, going for the extra point here. Kicker being, I believe, number 82, Ben Bradley. I almost said that was number 8. Kick is up and good through the uprights. That will bring them a 7-point lead with 9:06 remaining in the first quarter.
That was a pretty good possession by the Tigers, and I think the Vikings are going to have to really step up their offense that has been this season not too effective in order for this to be a good game.
As I agree, the Pleasant Grove Vikings have really struggled with a lot of injuries this season, multiple coming from last game against Wasatch, one of the biggest ones being Winford McBride, as he will be out for a couple of weeks with a meniscus tear in his, I believe, his left knee, as well as a sprained ACL. So he will be out for a decent while. As receiving in the backfield for Pleasant Grove, number 8, Ethan Passy, and number 0, Dexton Nuttall. And being the kicker, again, number 82, Ben Bradley for the Tigers.
So far, he's proven to be good with the extra point. Let's see if he's good with the kickoff.
Is up, down the middle. Ethan calling it just at the 1-yard line, takes it back, goes off to the left, but gets tripped up and brought down at, believed to be the 24-yard line.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be placed at the 23rd-yard line. So the Vikings have quite a ways to go to get back into that end zone and tie it up.
Vikings offense now comes onto the field. Connor Ybarra at the helm with the backfield. 4 receivers on the right side, single on the right. Connor takes it himself, getting rushed and brought down for a sack. Immediately not a good sign for the Vikings.
See, that's crazy. I think in order for the Vikings to really go somewhere with the ball, to work on their pass game, I think they have a great quarterback. They have decent receivers. But we need to be able, or the Vikings need to be able to have a good front line and give their quarterback some time.
I agree. We've seen it all season. The offensive line has really struggled to give Connor Ybarra the time that he needs in the pocket. As shown on that play there, a loss of 8 on the sack. A short pass is made off to the left, brings up about 5 yards there, or 4, now 3rd and 14. As trips on the left, singles on the right. Connor calls for the ball, fake handoff, looks to the left, received by number 22, Carter Wilkes, as that will pick up a short amount of yards, or a decent amount of yards actually, makes it about 4th and 7 as the Vikings punt team will come out onto the field.
I mean, that was a great, quick, like split-second decision made by the Vikings quarterback, but he still didn't have a whole lot of time.
As
so
a good rush from the Tigers are almost getting in time to block the punt, but gets it off with number 26 with the reception, Beckham Curtis, as would have been lit up from 2 Vikings.
yeah, that was a close one.
As showing off some good defensive plays from the Tigers already, mostly getting through the Vikings offensive line, bringing Connor Ybarra down for a loss of 8 on the very first play. Not a great look for the Vikings.
I think the Tigers' front line, it's pretty solid. So in order for the Vikings to really break through there, they're going to have to give it everything they've got.
A handoff up the middle to number 9 on the Tigers, being Oliver Bills. A short pickup of 1 yard brings it 2nd and 9.
That was Derek Brenton with the tackle.
Twins on both sides. Tayden calls the snap. Fake handoff, looks to his left, throws, almost intercepted by Ryder Huntsman, number 24. That one goes over his head as well. Not a great placement from Tayden Evan there.
It looked like he had a specific spot in his mind picked out in a specific receiver. And so I think they just didn't get there in time.
As looking like a similar setup on this play, twins on both sides. Tayden calls for the snap, looks downfield, flag is thrown, takes it himself, brought over on the left side to number 3, Mac Ellison, as we'll see what that play is called, or what the flag is called.
Like we said before, I think they're really working and they're trying to figure out their pass game.
As it will be a false start on the Tigers, makes it 3rd and 9 now. Or I apologize, 3rd and 14. As that call will go in a huge favor to the Vikings, as that would have been a great pickup and I believe a first down for the Tigers without the penalty.
Looks like there's a lot of receivers on the line right now. Probably going for another pass.
Calls for motion, fake handoff, looks off to the left, wide open man, over his head, number 5, Kay Wesley with the reception there, brings a Tigers first down. He's got some hops.
It was a beautiful reception. It was like at least a foot in the air.
As a Vikings player is down on the left side. Unsure who it is. Go to the huddle, but still make sure to get the injury off screen. Just so I'm not in nowhere.
That looks to be number 0, Dexton Nuttall, injured.
As Dexton has been a huge asset towards the Vikings, especially on the kick return as well as defense, already making some great plays throughout the year, as we will see what this injury entails for the Vikings defense.
Let's hope it's not permanent because they really need him. Looks like a trips right for the Tigers. they got 3 guys on the right side for the Tigers, probably going for another pass. And it's a run.
As an option, pass back as he gets leveled. Number 9 for the Tigers. Oliver Bills taking the reception there off of the read option.
And it was tackled by Bo Goodman.
Now 2nd and 6 after a pickup of 4. As trips on the left, single on the right. Tayden Evan calls the snap, handoff to the right side to Oliver Bills again, gets a good pickup up the middle.
They're really marching it down the field right now. I think they're figuring out that their passing isn't exactly effective right now, and so they're working their run game, and it is working well.
Twins on the left, single on the right, 2 in the backfield, hand off up the middle, gets a good pickup, brings the first down. That one being from number 26, Beckham Curtis, as he is already shown to have some great pickup on the run plays. Same with Oliver Bills, number 9.
That's a first down for Orem.
As trips on the left, single on the right. Tayden with the snap, wide open on the right side. Oliver Bills drops the ball, fumbled as he was wide open. Should have been gone and in the end zone for that play, but barely slipped out of his hand. Can't really tell if it's from the weather conditions that we had earlier before this game with the lightning delay. But either way, the passes from Orem have not been connecting today.
That ball must have been slippery if they haven't been able to catch.
A run up on the right, looks to be a pickup of about 5. That will bring 3rd down for the Tigers. Beckham Curtis, number 26, with that run.
We got trips on the left and 1 on the right. Oh, it looks to be a pass. Outwards.
Mac Ellison, the intended receiver on that play, unable to connect, makes it 4th and 6. And it looks like the Tigers will go for the 4th down conversion yet again.
It looks like they're set up with 3 on the left, 1 on the right, and 2 in the backfield once again. Probably going to run it, but could pass.
Tayden calls for it, looking to his left, goes over to the right, wide open man on the right. Looks to be number 9, Oliver Bills, picks up a first down with the secure catch for the Tigers, brings them within the red zone now. 1st and 10, ball lies on the, looks to be the 17-yard line.
The Tigers have the Vikings in a very tricky place right now with whenever they're focusing on the passes and guarding their man that way, they just go ahead and they run it. And so the Vikings really, their front defensive line needs to be able to put some pressure. Looks to be it.
As a good run up the middle there from number 26, Beckham Curtis finds a wide open angle and brings another score for the Tigers. That will make it 13-0 for Orem as they go for the extra point.
It looks like they have number 82, Ben Bradley, kicking the field goal.
As that one is up and good. as that will extend the Tigers' lead from 2 scores now, 14-0, still in the first quarter with a little under 3 minutes to play.
Now the Vikings have been shown to be able to handle their special teams and receiving on the kickoff relatively well in the past, but without number 0 Dexton Nuttall, I don't know if they will be able to maintain that effectiveness.
As Ben Bradley will come out with the kick again. As looking to the Vikings, Dexton Nuttall is still out on the reception. Not quite sure what he was down on the field for, but he's looking all right now. Hopefully he will stay that way. As if you're the Tigers here, you might want to focus and get the ball to him, because if he is still a little bit hurt, then there is a chance that he won't have the best run as they decide to take it to Ethan Passy off to the right. A good run up and brought down from the Tigers at what looks like the 27-yard line. A better run than he had the first, as the Vikings will really appreciate that from Ethan Passy and really look to capitalize on that run.
Yeah, he's been great on these special teams and just being able to bring it up from where a touchback or just a normal reception would be.
Connor Ybarra and the Vikings offense come out on the line. Twins on the right, none on the left. Called in motion, off a good rush there, sidearm throw, unable to be completed from Connor.
It was a great rush by number 0, Will Rasmussen.
If Connor completed that pass, that probably would have been play of the year for the Vikings. As the Vikings come out of the huddle, looks like Twins on the right. Again, no receivers on the left. 2 in the backfield, being Tavake Wolfgram. Calls for motion. A handoff up the middle. Looks to pick up maybe 1 yard there on the run.
It looks like that brought them back to about 9 yards away from a first down.
As Ryder Huntsman, that is what the announcer said for who took the handoff. Connor Ybarra drops back out of the pocket, takes it himself, runs up the middle, slides and taken down by 2 Tigers. Looks to be just about at the first down line and gets it for the Vikings. A great play there from Connor, a great read out of the pocket. We see that from him a lot. Even if the pocket's collapsing rather quick on him, he's quick on his feet, a great decision maker, and really pulls out of that pocket quick.
Yeah, he has shown to be great at reading what's happening on the field and reacting with like a split second to make things good. Snap.
A handoff up the middle, looks to lose a yard on that one. Looks to be carried from Rocky Wilcox, number 32. That will bring 2nd and 11.
Now, I don't think the Vikings, every time they need a first down, can have their quarterback run it. So let's see if they can make something happen either with their passing game or with their running backs.
Twins on both sides, calls in motion. Rocky Wilcox goes back, a great jump from the Tigers. Hard hit there on Dexton Nuttall.
That was number 2, Isaac Zeki Vae.
Isaac Zeki
Vaya with guarding.
as Vikings looking to have some confusion on the line there. Trips on the right, single on the left. Tavake Wolfgram goes in motion onto the left side. Going back, a quick throw up the middle to Tavake. Finds him, gets a block, goes up the middle, breaks a tackle, and finds. That one will move the chains for the Vikings. Another third down conversion with 35 seconds on the clock.
That was a beautiful run, a great use of the motion and causing the confusion, working with it. Let's see if the Vikings can continue to pull that kind of stuff off and do it again. We have trips on the left, no one on the right. It's given a handoff to, looks to be number 1, Tavake Wolfgram, to gain, for a gain of about 3 yards.
As clock's still running, about 10 seconds on the clock as Vikings line up. Twins on the left, single on the right, 2 in the backfield as Vikings unable to get the snap off in time, just barely. As just a second too late on that one from Connor. If there wasn't confusion in the backfield, they would have gotten that one off. As ending out the first quarter of play, the Tigers have the lead 14-0.
The Vikings are going to really have to step up with their pass game, their run game, ultimately just their game in general. I think their defense, their front line on the defense needs to pressure and make the quarterback stress so that he doesn't have as much time as he does right now. And I think the Vikings offense their front line, they need to really hold the line for their offense. It's about 6 seconds that a quarterback needs in the pocket in order to make an efficient and good pass. And it does not seem that they are giving him that much time.
As starting back for the second quarter now on the 49, over on the right. That one's intercepted by the Tigers. Still on the right side. He's on his feet. Yabar's the only one to beat as he will be brought down at about the 5-yard line from number 50 on the Vikings, being Matt Frankham. And number 21, Brock Hawkins, with the interception for the Tigers. A great run there. That one will bring the Tigers into scoring position on the first snap of the second quarter.
That was an incredible interception, but I think it was partially because of all of the confusion that the Vikings had in the backfield. And I know that they have typically been relatively successful with their I can't think of what it's called, but they're goofy plays is what I'm going to call it. Or trick plays. They've been typically successful with their trick plays, but this time it just was too much. It looked to be.
The ball will be taken back to the 46-yard line of Orem.
As the ball will be brought back to the 46-yard line, still in Orem's possession. As I believe they called him down immediately when he caught the ball. Not sure why. Great blocking from the Tigers. A good run from them as well. Up the middle from number 1, Asia Galaya.
They have really shown that they can run the ball and that their line they can make a hole. They can make room enough for a bus to freaking go through. And it is working. The Tigers have trips on the left. and one on the right. Two in the backfield. Snap.
Tatum calls for it. Looking off to the left, taking it himself. He's got green grass. Walks out of bounds. Still picking up another first down for the Tigers. A great read there from Tatum Evan.
And he picks up enough yardage for an Orem first down.
A rushed huddle from the Tigers. Trips on the right, single on the left. Tatum calls for the snap, drops back, looks to his right. He's got the time. Flag is thrown, looks to the middle. That one broken up.
See, that was so close. I honestly feel like if he did just run that, he would have gotten at least 10 yards. And so I don't know if throwing it there was the best decision.
As Ethan Passy breaking up that one. Penalty against Orem. As that one will bring them back 15 yards. I believe that was, or sorry, 10 yards. I couldn't quite see what the call was there from the referee. We'll bring the ball to the 40-yard line. 1st and 20. Twins on the right. Motion is called. Handoff up the middle. Vikings are there and brings them back for about an even run there, maybe about 1 yard for the Tigers. Vikings read that one like a book.
See, you can only go up the middle so many times before everybody starts to catch on and plugs that hole. It looks to be trips on the left and doubles on the right for the Tigers.
Empty backfield as Tatum calls for the snap. Looks up the middle. He's got so much room in front of him. He brings it out to the 15, the 10 when he's brought down from Ryder Huntsman, number 24. A huge pickup there. A 30-yard run there for Tatum Evan.
Yeah, he is shown to be very versatile as a quarterback, being able to run, being able to pass, and so much more.
Singles on both sides. Tatum calls for the snap. Handoff off to the right. Jukes one defender. Still going back, and whistle is blown. Max Stonebreaker with the carry, number 18.
Looked to be no gain of yardage, that play.
As it is still 2nd and goal.
We've got trips on the right, or trips on the left, and one on, or a single on the right. Snaps it.
A good rush there from the Vikings. Get the throw off in time. Jukes two, breaks a tackle and gets laid out from a Viking. That one will be a decent pickup.
By Cow Akana.
Cowie Akana, I believe. Makes it 3rd with the ball on the 9-yard line.
Vikings are going to have to work really hard right here in order to stop the Tigers from getting another 6 or even 7 points.
A quick snap there. Touchdown from number 1 on the Tigers. A great sidearm throw to Isaiah Gallia.
Yeah, he threaded the needle right there. That was beautiful pass, a beautiful pass.
That will bring the Tigers up by 3 scores, 20-0, as Ben Bradley will come out for the extra point. Gets the snap. Kick is up and good. Makes it 21-0 with 8 minutes 45 remaining on the clock in the first half. Vikings really need to do something here to put some points on the board.
I am one for a good comeback, but I think right now the Viking spirits are not the highest. So they're going to need a good pep talk, and they are going to need to put some fire in whatever play or defensive play that they are running. Kicking for the Tigers, it looks to be number 31, Adrian Sanchez. And in the backfield, we have, for the Vikings, number 9, Adam Wright.
That's number 0. That's Dexter.
Oh, sorry. Number 0, Dexter Nuttall, and then number 8, Ethan Passy.
The kick from Adrian is up. Off to the right side, Ethan with the reception drops the ball off of a good hop. Oh my goodness, what a block out front. Ethan drops down at the 21 or 22 yard line as he holds his left side as he gets up. Still able to walk off the field, but something looks wrong.
The Vikings are getting hurt left and right out here. But let's just hope it doesn't affect their game.
Vikings offense comes out onto the field as an interesting play. There's 3 in the backfield other than Connor. Twins on the right, handoff up the middle, fakes it. Connor takes it himself for a decent pickup. Looks to get about 8 on the play there.
That was a very, very fun and tricky play there by the Vikings.
As I was wrong, couldn't really see where he ended up. A pickup of 6, now 2nd and 4.
Vikings have doubles on the left with 4 in the back again. Just hand it off.
Another flag is, I believe that was a flag, or was that someone's mouth guard? As there's a fumble on the play, could not see that. Orem comes up with it as it was just someone's mouth guard, not a flag.
It looked to be recovered by number 23, Owen Curtis Penrod of the Tigers.
As very unfortunate for the Vikings, ball lies on the 38-yard line. Tigers in possession, coming off of a scoring drive just moments ago. Not in a great spot for the Vikings. Trips on the left as a handoff to Beckham Curtis, as that one will be ran up the left as another Viking player down on the field.
It might look to be a gain of about 3.
As trainers come onto the field, not in a good spot. Number 45, Ryan Ross, down on the field.
That is not good. The Vikings really need to step up their defense and just their form all in total.
Ryan Ross walking off by himself there. Not sure what happened to him. Looking all right, walking off by himself. Looks to be a small limp as he will take a break for a second as Vikings defense comes back onto the field. Taden Evan takes it himself. A quick throw completed on the right side at the 21-yard line to number 3, being Mac Ellison. A first down for the Tigers. A great read there from Taden Evan, almost over the line of scrimmage, but just barely makes the throw before.
Doubles on both sides for the Tigers with 2 in the backfield.
Taden calls the snap, looks to his left, gets rushed down in the end zone, completed to number 18, Max Stonebreaker, the 4th touchdown for the Orem Tigers. Taden Evan is on a good run here.
Max Stonebreaker has been on fire tonight. I believe that's at least his 2nd touchdown for the Tigers.
That will make it 27-0 as number 82, Ben Bradley, will come with the extra point kick, as this is looking grim for the Vikings. Still in just about the middle of the first half, and Orem already having 4 scores under their belt. Now 28-0 as that kick is good, as Vikings not looking to have a great game here.
I think the Vikings defense really they're really struggling out there, especially that front line. They're just being pushed around in whichever way the Tigers front line want. And so it's so easy for them to have openings just to run it down all the way for a touchdown.
In the backfield for the Vikings with the hands team, number 8, Ethan Passy, and number 0, Dexton Nuttall, as with the kick being, I believe, again, number 31, Adrian Sanchez. As his kick is up, goes to the left side. Dexton Nuttall with the catch. Great placement, runs off to the left, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, going up. A great block from Ethan Passy. He's on his way, breaks another. He's still going. One man to beat and brought down at the opposing 30 as his helmet comes off in the process. A great run there from Dexton Nuttall.
This is what he is so good at. I think he was amazing with that play, but not only him, the blocking and the teamwork that they had with their team, it was beautiful. We need to see more of that, and if we do, then I think the score will look a lot different.
As I believe that is the longest return off of a kickoff for Vikings this year. Don't quote me on that one. I might be wrong. Fake handoff, Connor to the left side, completed. And a short run after from number 88, Landon, forced pointer. And that one will bring up Vikings 2nd and 7 with, a 7-point run on that one, 2nd and 3rd. As trips on the left, no one on the right. Called motion. Connor drops back, looking deep, breaks. Pass is intended for Rocky Wilcox, unable to make it, just low on the throw after having some trouble in the back with 2 Tigers on him. As he barely got that throw off. If it would have been completed, it would have been a great play for Connor in the stressful situation.
Like we've seen a lot tonight, the front line of the Vikings just are not holding up, and I think they need to lock in and they need to focus up so that their quarterback has enough time.
Ryder Huntsman goes in motion, but Connor takes it himself, drops through for a Vikings first down on the play. That will bring them into the red zone now with the ball lying on the 18-yard line. Really looking to score here, put something on the board as we now pass the halfway of the second half, or not the second half, sorry, the second quarter.
There looks to be
As a false start by number 8 on the Tigers, Jag Lone. That will be a great 5-yard pickup for the Vikings to put them on the 13.
that right here is crucial for the Vikings in helping the Vikings get a touchdown. I think they will be able to get.
Trips on the right, goes for the on 2 there, tries to get him to jump off sides again, almost gets him. Calls for the snap, a good rush. Connor takes it himself off to the left side, one man to beat, jukes him, reaches out but unable to make it. I believe that'll bring him out to the 1-yard line as Ybarra's, I believe his left leg looking a little iffy after that one, his left knee, as that will bring him to the 2-yard line as a couple subs for the Vikings coming off.
The Vikings are really working hard. I don't know what pep talk they were receiving in that huddle, but it worked, and it is working right now.
As from the setup here, looks like will either be a quarterback keep, and it will be. And Connor Ybarra drops in for the touchdown, bringing Vikings a score. Makes it 6-28. Kick pending from the Vikings. As we apologize for a little bit of a glitchy camera on the replay there. As with the extra point kick being number 99, who is unlisted on Max Preps. Or, sorry, that is number 95, Joaquin Oberhansley, as that one is up and good for a Vikings point. Now 7-28. Vikings still trailing by 3 scores with 5 minutes, 14 seconds left on the second quarter. Vikings still having a good amount of time to make a potential comeback, as would not want to jinx it. Someone knock on wood for me.
Let's see if the Vikings can use this momentum that they have right now to continue with this kickoff and continue with their defensive possession so that they may get the ball back and get another touchdown. Kicking off for the Vikings, it's number 38,
TJ Ashby. Vikings roll out, kick goes off to the left, received at the 2-yard line, but that one dropped and fumbled off to the right, goes up the middle. A good stop from the Vikings, pulls them down at the 19, it looks like, with the reception, number 26, Beckham Curtis. A great stop there from the Vikings, much needed. That will bring him, put the ball at the 19-yard line as the Vikings defense comes onto the field.
The Vikings are in a great position here. If they can hold that line and if they can get a good stop, then they have a good chance to put some more points on the board.
As we have seen earlier into this game that the Orem Tigers do have some open, deep balls, and that could potentially be a killer in a situation like this, as a tight formation, twins on both sides, called in motion, Beckham Curtis switches to the left side as whistle is blown. Timeout from the Tigers, looking a little startled and looking like a lot of confusion. This is exactly what the Vikings need right now. They need to put some pressure into the QB's head, really trying to get them to potentially jump off sides or even make a bad play, a bad snap. We have seen it from the Vikings earlier this season, is when they're in a stressful situation, a lot of times these newer QBs, especially the backup, really struggle to perform under tension. As Orem, I'm not sure how well they have performed earlier into the season. I have not seen anything on them except for their schedule and their scores, but they have performed very well, being 4-2, 4-0 in region right now, and taking a win against Timpview, I believe, last week, which was a great game. So they obviously have some expertise on their offensive side. A handoff up on the left. Vikings break through, still jumps around, goes off to the right side, and picks up a short gain on that one, about 3 or 4 yards.
Tackle was made by number
Number 8, Ethan Passy.
And number 3, Derek Brenton.
As a 2-yard pickup, now 2nd and 8. Trips on the left, looking to his left, put in some pressure, goes up the middle, gets thrown down from number 73. I believe that's Jackson Mortensen, as that is the junior. Picks up a good sack there after a gain of what looks about 3 or 4 on that. A gain of 2 again. Makes it 3rd and 6. A similar setup for the Tigers. Trips on the left, single on the right. Calls for the snap, looks to his left, has some time, open space in front of him. The referee almost getting in the way. Brought down just past the first down for the Tigers. That will move the chains, as Tayden Evan will take it himself there, brings the ball to the 35, a first down for the Tigers. As again, trips on the left, single on the right.
You know, the Tigers they really have something that is working, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And so they're sticking with it, and it is continuing to work. The Vikings need to figure it out, and they need to find out how to put a stop to it if they want to come back in the game.
As a great shovel pass off to the left, picks up another, or would be another first down, but flag on the play. We will see what that one is called. Holding on the Tigers. Replay of first down there with a penalty of 5 yards. That is what the Vikings need.
Luck is on the Vikings side tonight. Well, at least right now.
That will make it 1st and 15. Ball still on the 30-yard line. Whoa. Replay of first down. I could not quite see on which player that one was called, but that is what the Vikings needed after a good play from the Tigers like that. Stop that first down, stop the gain of about 11 or 12. Tayden calls for the pass, quick and short up the middle, off to the left. Brings him down for, looks like an even play, maybe a little bit of a loss there.
The Vikings have confidence right now, and they're working with it. Their defense is stepping it up, and they're doing pretty good.
A pickup of 1 on the play makes it 2nd and 14. Trips on the right, single on the left. Tatum calls the snap, looking to his right, looking at midfield, throws a deep ball to Curtis as that one is recovered by number 3, Mac Ellison. A great deep throw there. Oh my goodness, he's got some accuracy with that one.
That brings the ball to about the 22.
As another injured player on the backfield for the Vikings, not looking good. Still on his knees. Vikings way too injury prone throughout this season, having so many.
Oh.
Maddox Webb with the injury there, gets to his feet, walks off on his own. Unsure what that one is there. Hopefully he's all right.
With 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the quarter, the Tigers are looking to get another touchdown.
Ball lies on the 23-yard line. Or, sorry, the 22. As a great deep ball from the Tigers on that last play. Vikings take a shift. Tatum calls for the snap. Handoff to the left. Has a blocker. Runs in front. Gets dropped by 2 Vikings. As with the run there, number 9, Oliver Bills. A decent pickup of about 4.
Tackles made by Ethan Passy for a second down.
Now 2nd and 5. As singles on both sides. Looks to be a run up the middle. As fake handoff rolls out to the right. Looking to the end zone. Throws it just past him. Being number 3 on that one. The intended receiver, Mac Ellison.
Tatum Evan Koa's passes are like so crisp and so much of a bullet that it almost feels like it's too hard. He's throwing it too hard for his receivers to catch.
As trips on the right, single on the left. Snap is called, looks to the left in the end zone over Dexton Nuttall. As that one is called complete. As let's take a look at that one. As yeah, that one is completed over Dexton Nuttall's head from number 13, Keu Akana. A great play there. Brings the Tigers to 34 as they lead by 4 scores now, coming out with the extra kick.
That is the second time tonight, Boston, that the Tigers have displayed their amazing hops.
Snap is called. Kick is up and good for the Tigers. Makes it 35-7. Not looking great for the Vikings coming into the end or the later stages of the first half. Down by 4 scores. Not sure what the Vikings can really do here against the Orem Tigers, as they are getting beat out in every single category right now. in the backfield for the Vikings. Number 0, Dexton Nuttall, and number 8, Ethan Passy. For the kick for the Tigers, number 82, Ben Bradley. Kick is up, goes to the right middle, recovered by Ethan Passy, takes it out to the middle, gets stopped and brought down. Looks to be at the 22 or 23-yard line.
Ethan Passy returns for the Vikings.
With 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the clock, the Vikings are really going to have to play some good hurry-up offense in order to march it down the field and attempt to make, or an attempt to get a touchdown.
Calls the snap. False start looks to be from both teams there. As called on the Vikings, number 67 with the false start being Dion Felix. Makes it 1st and 15 for the Vikings. Connor calls the snap. Handoff up the middle to Tavake. A fake handoff, quick pass off the hands. Almost intercepted from the Tigers, unable to make the play. Will bring 3rd and 15.
Second down.
That was such a fast pass, it was honestly hard to follow.
As Connor gets swarmed in the backfield there, unable to make a good play. That will be a big loss for the Vikings as clock running under a minute now. Puts the ball on the 19-yard line for the Vikings. Makes it 3rd and 22.
Looks like to be doubles on the left and a single on the right for the Vikings. Snaps good.
Fake handoff, gets brought down, is dropped, and recovered from the Tigers again. Another fumble recovery brings them at the 6-yard line. Connor Ybarra goes for the throw on that one, but brought down in the backfield for a loss. Ends up dropping the ball. Makes it 1st and 10, or 1st and goal for the Tigers on the 5-yard line.
At this point, the Vikings just need to stall and to hold off until the half is over.
As flag is thrown, delay of game on the Tigers. As they say they got a timeout in time. As they did get the time off. Wow, I said that twice in a row. The timeout in time, just barely to not get the delay of game.
19 seconds left in the half. Can the Tigers get another touchdown?
pole out of the view, please? Wide. You can zoom in or just move it. It doesn't matter. Get the pole out of the view. Thank you.
Looks to be doubles on one side and a single on the other. Snap is good. Pass. Looks to be
Jumbled up off the hands. A great defensive play there from, it looked like to be number 9, Adam Wright. What a defensive play. That one jumbled up between him and looked to be number 5 on the Tigers. That one being Kay Wesley. That will bring it 2nd and goal. Ball still on the 5-yard line. This would be a great defensive stop for the Vikings if they can hold out without a touchdown. Snap is called, rolls to the left. Quick throw is made, diving on the left. Pass is completed. Looks to be to number 6, Beck Coy. That will bring the Tigers 41, Pleasant Grove 7. Extra point is coming as Vikings not looking too good here.
with 7 seconds left in the half.
Ben Bradley lines up for the extra point. Kick is up and good. Makes it 42-7 as we will see, I believe, just the kickoff with 7.9 seconds on the clock. Vikings really need to step up on all forces here. Defensive looking honestly a little better than the offensive right now. We saw it just barely with Adam Wright with that jumbled up pass on the right in the end zone. And we've seen it throughout the game that the defensive line struggles to get through, but the cornerbacks and the linebackers really bring that up for the Vikings. Really helps their defensive capabilities. Still, Tigers able to put up 42 in the first half. Tigers really just looking like a crazy powerhouse as the kick will go back, and still 7.9 seconds on the clock. We will see about 1 or 2 plays from the Vikings, as that one's a smart decision from the Tigers to get the touchback, and hopefully for them, making a fumble or getting a pick on these 1 or 2 plays that the Vikings will have.
I agree. That was probably one of their that was a really smart decision by the Tigers to go for that touchback, just because the Vikings, as we've seen tonight and in their other games, have been pretty good with their receptions on the kick return.
As 3-man deep for the Vikings as they take a medium pass to Rocky Wilcox. That one being caught and timeout called with 3 seconds remaining on the clock. As that one will bring a Vikings first down. A good start out with the first play, having enough for one more. Vikings probably looking for a Hail Mary to the end zone to end out the half, which is what the Tigers were thinking they were going to do on the first play, having 3-man deep, but Vikings choosing out to take it to Rocky. As Viking offense comes back out. As, again, there is now 4 four deep for the Tigers. A medium pass again. That one up the middle. That one a hard hit from number 44 from Orem. That one lays him out from Easton Goshima, sorry. And that will end out the first half as the the Tigers take a 42-7 lead. Not looking great on the Vikings side. As we've said before, Vikings really just need to step it up on all areas of the game.
I agree.
Coming back to start out the third quarter. Tigers take a 42-7 lead. 5 scores ahead of the Vikings now. A 35-point lead as the Vikings will get the kick return to start out the second half. Dexton Nuttall and Ethan Passy in the backfield as number 13 goes for the kick, Keo Akana. Kick is up and going back, recovered by Dexton Nuttall on the 1 yard line, brings it up at the 30, still on his feet, going off to the left to the about 33 yard line. A great pickup for Dexton Nuttall, puts the Vikings into good fielding position.
Now let's just see if the Vikings can do something with this possession opportunity.
As a huge lightning strike out behind. I don't know if any of you saw that. Trips on the right, Twins on the left for the Vikings. Motion is called, handoff, faked it. Some Russell in the backfield as Ybarra takes it ahead for a pickup of about 3 on that. Makes it 2nd and 7.
Offsides on that one on the Tigers. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Tigers.
That will bring Vikings now 2nd and 2. Really looking for this first down, really get a run started. Trying to put more points on the board, only having 1 score, trailing by 35. Not a good look as going in motion off to the right side. Tries to get the offsides. Audible is called for the Vikings.
The Vikings are in a great position here. I think they're going to try to pass or do something big with this play. Oh.
Rocky goes in motion while Connor Ybarra takes it himself for a, looks to be no gain on the play. Just about even, or maybe picking up a yard on that one. Makes it 3rd and 3. High snap on that, out to the left, recovered, received by the Vikings. Brings a first down on the third down conversion. As Carter Wilkes with the reception on that last play for the first down. Twins on the right, trips on the left, goes for the offsides call, cannot get it. Connor takes it himself, brings it out front for a gain of about 1 or 2. Running out of the collapsed pocket as Connor Ybarra is limping bad on that right ankle. Still keeping him in. Makes it 2nd and 10 still.
Trips on the left, doubles on the right.
As timeout called from the Vikings. As it looks like, I believe Connor will be pulled for his left ankle. Wow. That was a huge lightning strike. Hopefully not going to cause another delay.
Honestly, we've seen this all night from the Vikings front line. their offensive linemen have not been able to hold and give Connor the time he needs to actually make something happen. And I don't think there's going to be much of a score for the Vikings until their front line can give him some time. Trips on the left, doubles on the right. Snap is called. Pass to number 24. He is brought down.
As he loses the ball on that one, brings an Orem turn, or a Pleasant Grove turnover. Orem recovers that off the dropped ball from Ryder Huntsman. Not good for the Vikings.
Tackle was made by number 44, Easton Kojima, and he also recovered the fumble.
Vikings not looking good. As I believe a Pleasant Grove coach coming out to talk to the referees. As play now starting, single on the left, twins on the right. Tatum calls for the snap, handoff, takes it himself up the middle, gets stopped at about the 51-yard line.
Tackle is made by number 3, Derek Brenton, which puts the ball on the 49-yard line. Second down. Snap is called. Handoff to number 9. He's going. Ooh. Looks to be about a 10-yard gain from that run. Carried by number 9 on the Tigers.
Oliver Bills with a great run brings them a first down. Ball on the 41.
The Tigers running backs today have honestly been doing a great job. Snap is called. Pass to number 8, or 84, for about a 3-yard gain. That puts them at second and 7 yards to go. Trips on the right. Single on the left. Pass to number 10. He's tackled by number 6 and what it looks to be number 4 from the Vikings, giving the Tigers a first down and about a 10-yard gain.
That puts the ball on about the 29-yard line. Trips on the right. Looks to be a pass or a run off to the right, carried by. Did the ball come loose? The ball came loose. The Vikings recover it for a turnover of their own. That is what the Vikings needed in the moment. That one dropped by number 26 from Orem, being Beckham Curtis. Vikings get the fumble recovery
honestly, that's what the Vikings need right now. They need something that they can kickstart in order to march it down the field and try and get a touchdown. Twins on the left, a single on the right for the Vikings. Snap is called. Fake handoff. Pass. The pass is received. Reception by number 9, I believe Adam Wright.
Adam Wright with the reception for the Vikings. And another. That's another Viking.
That gives the Vikings a first down and puts the ball on the 40-yard line. Handoff received to number 1 for a gain of about 1.
Carries for the Vikings.
So,
Except the yard.
yeah, if it starts raining like that and we can't cover them, then we're kind of
Vikings line up on the line of scrimmage. Looks like there's trips on the left, Twins on the right.
wide on with how much we have. Is that on wide right now? What? Is that on wide or is it? I'm on wide.
Snap is called.
Okay, 'cause I'm off.
Pass to number 13, caught for about a 7-yard gain,
Drew Jensen.
or more like a 5-yard gain. Sorry.
And he is marked down at the 47-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and 4 for the Vikings.
Motion is called, flag on the play.
There looks to be some confusion on what the flag was.
False start on the Vikings. A 5-yard penalty will make it 3rd and 8. That will bring it back to the 42-yard line. Not great on the Vikings. 3rd and 8 is not where they want to be. As gets Orem players to jump, but not over the line.
The Vikings look to be attempting to make the Tigers offsides. Catch.
Quick throw
Pass to
down,
number
Adam
9.
Wright. Adam Wright with a great completion there brings a Vikings first down on the 3rd down conversion. The 3rd one of the night for the Vikings. Adam Wright looking a little shaken up after a hard hit.
There's around a 30-yard reception by Adam Wright.
Yabar calls the snap, looks down, rushed by 2 Tigers, make that 3, spins off 2, breaks another tackle, still on his feet, out to the left. He's going far, runs out of bounds for about a 20-yard rush there. Another Viking first down. Vikings really putting some together in the last 3 plays.
How many tackles did he break? Was that 3? Because I swear
that was
I counted
about 3 or 4. He broke 2 off in the back line, spins a 3rd, and outpaces another.
That is some awesome hustle right there. That is right. That is exactly what the Vikings need.
First and 10, a minute 45 on the clock. Connor calls for the snap, takes it himself, gets brought down and thrown to the ground from number 91, Junie. His name is a lot longer than just Junie, but I'm Not gonna even try. I got told from the Orem coach just to call him Junie. So I got permission from that. So that one, I tried saying that one off a stream. Didn't go well, honestly. Now just under a minute on the clock in the third quarter. Vikings in some great fielding position here. Ball-wise looks to be on the 29. Connor drops back, getting rushed. Throw out to the left is caught and brought up to the 26-yard line. Looks to be from number 51. As Harvey Rundy, I believe, I might be wrong with that one, as I am. He's a lineman. I could not quite see who that play was made. A quick throw over to the end zone. Can it be made? And it barely drops down below Ryder Huntsman's arms. Almost getting that in the end zone there would have been an amazing play for the Vikings. And makes it now fourth, as that will end out the third quarter. Still a scoreless quarter, first one yet. Now still 42-7.
I want to hear what they were told during halftime, because they came back with some fight. They are making this a great game to watch, and it is so much fun. Honestly, the Vikings front line is doing a lot better. It's either that or Connor is making these split-second decisions and passes way quicker, and the receivers are just there. But I honestly believe that the front line is doing a better job. Let's see if the Vikings can keep it up in the fourth quarter.
Starting the fourth quarter now, switching sides as whistle is blown immediately. As clock still running, 11:40 on the clock right now. Call a throw off to the right side. Cannot make the fourth down conversion off the sidearm throw from Ybarra to Ryder Huntsman. That will be a turnover on downs as the Vikings defense comes out. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Tigers line up on the line of scrimmage. They've got trips on the left, a single on the right. Snap is called.
Another shovel pass off to the right. A couple yard gain brought down by some Vikings.
Looks to be about a gain of 4. Or 3.
Now 2nd and 7. Trips on the right, single on the left. Snap is called from Taden. Out on the left, a huge hit from Dexton Nuttall brings a loss on the play.
Great That was a great read by Dexton right there.
Raga's pass is complete for a short pickup. Third down.
Trips on the right, singles on the left again. Snap is called. Tatum looking downfield to the middle. Pass is complete and brought to the middle for a first down off of number 84 for the Tigers, being Steeler Wesley with the first down.
That brings the ball to the 30-yard line. Motion is called.
Handoff up the middle. Gets brought down from the Vikings on the left side. Some great defense from the Vikings there. Picks up maybe 1 yard on the play, and he does. Makes it 2nd and 9.
Vikings are really doing a lot better this half. Snap is called. Handoff.
Going up the middle again. Gets a couple yards before being brought down. Number 17 on the Tigers taking that one. Preston Thompson.
I think it looks good.
Puts the ball out to the 35-yard line. Third down.
Is there a picture of wide? Yes or no? Is there what? A picture of wide?
Wide is fine.
Wide is fine.
Snap is called. Pass to number 10. Ooh, instantly tackled by number 0, Dexton Nuttall, once again. That brings the ball and the line of scrimmage to the 41-yard line.
A first down for the Tigers. Couple of movements being made.
They got a single on the left, or on the right, and trips on the left. Snap's called. Hand off to 36.
And brought down from 3 Vikings behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 3 yards on the play.
The Vikings defense are really doing a lot better this quarter and this half, just because, I don't know, honestly. I feel like they're a lot better with their reading and all around everything.
I agree with that. Vikings defense really showing out a lot more in the third and fourth quarter, bringing the Tigers not to score at all during the third, and halfway through the fourth, only getting about 20 yards so far, as a screen play out on the left side, a truck ran straight through from number 16, Makai Gordon on that screenplay. Brings up another Tigers, or gets called down at the 48-yard line.
Snap is called. Pass. Ooh, almost intercepted by number 22 on the Vikings. By number 22, Carter Wilkes. Was so close. Vikings are once again stepping up their reading game and are doing a lot better. Looks to be 4th and 3 or 4 yards.
What should I do with the set fourth and what should I do?
Ball looks to be on the 48-yard line.
Okay. I was talking to Dawson.
Punting
That's
team.
my dude.
Punt is kicked.
That one falls down, taking a good roll for the Tigers. Picked up from Orem at about the 1 or 2 yard line. Looks to be about the 2. A great punt there, about maybe 60 yards on that one.
Let's see if the Vikings can get it out of the danger zone. And honestly, if they keep playing like how they were at the beginning of the quarter, I think they will do it, and they just might get a touchdown. Snap is called.
A run and a fumble on the play. Recovered from Orem, another touchdown. Not good for the Vikings.
Looks like I spoke too soon.
That makes it 48-7. An amazing defensive play there from Orem. From number 6, Beck Coy. As Sanchez, number 31, comes out with the kick. As they go for it up the middle, 2-point conversion, and they get it. That will make it 50-7.
The Vikings have 3 minutes and a long way to go if they want to tie up or win this game. Kicking off for the Orem Tigers is number 82, Ben Bradley.
In the backfield for the Vikings, number 8, Ethan Passy, and looks to be a change number, I believe that is 88 for the Vikings. Kick off to the right. Ethan is there with the reception out to the left. Straight through a tackle, brings him to about the 25-yard line.
With a minute and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Vikings are going to be desperate to do something with this possession.
Not much the Vikings can do here. Now into the fourth quarter, just above a minute remaining, down by 47. As twins on both sides, quick throw to Tavake Wolfgram, as he will take a double pass downfield at the 41-yard line to Rocky Wilcox. Pass is completed for a first down.
Those are the kind of goofy, or as I called it earlier, or trick plays that the Vikings are doing pretty good at this year. And just barely, that's how they've been working their season.
As Vikings will take a timeout, 39 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. Snap is called off to the left, looking downfield, cannot be completed. Would have been a big gain. Player down on the field. It looks to be a back injury on the Vikings for number 88, being Landon Forced Pointer.
Was it just me, or did that interception? Did that, the incomplete pass kind of look like a penalty, like a PI?
Not so much. It did look like Landon definitely did jump way early on the pass. It didn't really look so much like pass interference to me, but at the same time, everyone has a different perspective on it. It probably looked a lot different down on the field as well from a eye level.
Touche.
As Vikings line up with 4 receivers on the right, single on the left. Calls the snap, looking midfield to Tavake, not suspecting the pass. That one jumps off of his hand. Throw is behind him, unable to complete it. As that will not run out the clock. A Hail Mary downfield, almost with the interception. That will end out the game. Vikings take a 43-point loss, 7-50. That will bring the Vikings to 3rd and 5 overall. Now 3rd and 2 in region. The Orem Tigers keep out their winning record for region, now being 5-0 in region, 5-2 overall. Vikings not having a great game here, as all around they really struggled, having a couple of great defensive plays, but nothing too amazing to speak about on offense, as really letting up a lot of points, especially in the first quarter. That's taking majority of them, as well as having 42 in the first half alone, and then keeping them to 8 in just having 1 score and a 2-point conversion in the second half, but only getting 1 score on the board, I believe, in the second quarter. Not a great matchup for the Vikings.
Honestly, I feel like if the Vikings played with the same intensity that they had in the end of the third and beginning of the fourth, then the game would have probably looked a lot different.
I agree with that, as the Vikings had a different mindset, had basically completely different people out on the field during the start of the third and throughout, and then going into the start of the fourth a little bit, as they only held them to 1 score, which was pretty surprising. A huge change to the first half after letting up 42 and keeping it to 8 in the second half. A huge switch up for the Vikings. If they really did play like that all game, it would have been a much different score.
I agree.
As we will end that here today, we will see you next week on a Thursday against Timpview. It is a home game again, and then the week after that, a game at Payson on the 15th, which is a Wednesday. As this has been PGSN, I'm Boston Harding, and I have been joined by
Gabe Stringham.
And we will see you later. Thank you.